Well, this is September the 16th in 2012. And I'm here with Anna. She started telling me about the year she was born and the house, what it was like out there in Winder that the family lived in back then. And I decided I better record some of that. It's pretty interesting history. So Anna, tell me again, when your folks moved out to that house, it didn't have the front room, right?
It didn't have that living room, no.
And it wasn't completely finished. What state was it in?
Well, there were no doors on the bedrooms upstairs, and no mop boards downstairs.
And you girls, how were the 3 bedrooms divided up?
Well, to begin with, Harriet and Wilma and I slept in one double bed in the smallest bedroom. And then when we got a little bigger, they kicked me out, and so I went to the south bedroom.
Well, you got the bigger one though, right?
Yeah, I got the bigger one. I can't figure out how that happened.
Near the chimney. Near the chimney there. So you had a little heat in the winter.
No, the chimney was in the big bedroom where the folks slept.
Oh, I see.
Oh, there was another chimney that went up through there where the little bedroom.
Oh, that's why they kicked you. That's why they stayed in there.
I suppose that's it. But when the folks remodeled the place, they moved that their wall in the living room, dining room downstairs over, about 4 feet. And so they took that chimney down that was in that little bedroom and made a closet there.
Huh.
Yes, that would make it a little warmer for them there, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I guess that's the reason why they stayed there and kicked me out in the other one.
You didn't have any electricity though.
No, just coal oil lamps.
Wow. What about water?
Oh, just a well. And to begin with, it was just one of those that you had a bucket that you let down into the well and dipped up the water and then pulled it up with a rope.
My gosh. And then they remodeled it. It was just shiplap wood on the sides originally, right?
Yeah, and they put stucco on it.
And they added a bathroom. Then they added bathrooms.
Well, they didn't have that until after I was married.
Oh my God!
I think I was about in 1937 or 38, and I was married in 36.
Huh.
They got the electricity through there, so then they could have a bathroom. Water in the house.
Wow. Oh, I see. So that's how they were able to. They pumped the water in. I didn't even think of that.
Yes, by then they had dug another well and had a pump in it.
Wow. Tell me about now the year you were born and what happened with the farm there.
Well, I was born on the 3rd of April, and the day before I was born, Mother said Dad took her through the field. They'd planted about, I think she said about 160 acres of fall grain. And he took her in the buggy down through the field to show her how nice the wheat was. She said it was up to the hubs on the buggy, and they thought that year they would be able to pay for the farm and do some improving on the house too. But in July of that year, there was a killing frost and it froze all that grain. They didn't even harvest one kernel.
Oh,
Dad cut a little bit of it and fed it to the animals to kind of get them through the winter, but they didn't get a grain crop that year, and they spent money for the seed grain to plant it, and so that set them back a lot financially.
well, they had a mortgage, I understood you told
Yeah,
me.
they had a mortgage on the property, and they had to pay, I think it was around $25 a year. And they didn't know how they were going to get that mortgage paid. But Mother could play on the organ, and out in winter they always had a dance on Saturday night, and there was a man out there that could play the fiddle, so she'd play the organ. It was an old pump organ, and he'd play the fiddle, and they'd play from 8 o'clock until 12 o'clock at night, and she got $1 for doing that.
Well, that was
So
pretty.
she saved every dollar that she made, and when it came time to pay the mortgage, she had the money to pay the mortgage.
Wow. And what did the mortgage holder say?
He said he didn't know how they'd done it. And it was only $25.
Well, multiply that by 1,000 and you brought her at least 100 or more, and you got what it would be today. Wow. Well, that's very interesting. So do you remember any other things about your sisters and you up in the bedrooms? And I do remember the pot before they got your famous potless poem. We'll have to. This is a little reminder that people want to read and hear that poem when you recite it.
It's in the book there. So.
Okay.